Good day, everyone. Maverick here, and today we are on Blackpool branches with fired former Avanti West Coast driver and friend of the channel. It's Melbourne Train Guy. So, yeah, hello Melbourne. How are you doing?
G'day, g'day. I am doing quite well. Just to clarify for anybody, I am not and was not an actual Avanti West Coast driver.
Yeah, that's
This
just
is
become a
Train
bit of
Sim
an
World we're
in-joke.
talking about.
It's just become a bit of like a in-joke for viewers of the channel since you did
142088.
Yeah, I've got 142007, so I've got the James Bond unit. Nice. That must mean they're going to announce the new James Bond soon. Lol.
Ooh, I just randomly mentioning that I was watching I think it was a Wired autocomplete interview questiony thing, and it had Matt Smith on it, which I quite enjoyed. I quite enjoyed because one of the questions was Matt Smith, James Bond, and he's like, Matt Smith, James Bond, no. I found it, sorry, randomly, I just found the humor in it.
Yeah.
Quite enjoyable. We are going to Blackpool
South. Yeah.
South. I'm just setting the destination
I've
blind
actually
because
been on the Blackpool South branch only like a month ago, and I am reasonably familiar with it. I'm not going to say which station I got off at just to protect the privacy of the
oh yes,
the
no,
people
of
I
course.
stayed with. Yeah, because it's quite a small one station I got off at. So, yeah.
And I can imagine it's when you start getting into this part of the area, it's almost like most people will know someone, if not someone who knows someone.
Precisely. Yeah, that's what I
give anything away. Yes.
Oh, we should have AWS on, which is via the lever, of course.
I need destination on. Lovely.
Yeah. Just full disclosure video for the viewers. I almost said video for some reason. This is the third time we've attempted trying to record this video. The previous two times we were doing it. We were doing it with the Class 86 on Preston to Carlisle, and for some reason, at the same spot, just a couple of miles north of Carnforth, poor Melbourne's PlayStation would crash out. So we've gone on something
every time.
So hopefully we've gone on a route that doesn't require as much processing power, yet still looks really, really, really good. So yeah, we should probably get started with the discussion since we don't have as much time as with the Class 86. Alright, next stop, Burska Junction. I think that's how you pronounce it.
The next station stop is
Bursko? I mean, to me it would...
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sure somebody will correct us in the comments for our incorrect pronunciation.
Well, if you hit the telephone to the left of the driver's window, it's got an announcement, so hey. That's done by
Burska Junction.
Yeah.
I do love the little northern accent.
I'll probably don't want the windows open actually, so not too much audio. So yeah.
I've just closed mine as well because, to be honest, while I do enjoy the audio when I'm playing by myself, it does become a little bit hard to hear if I'm trying to do anything other than drive the train.
Yeah. Also, so yeah, we should probably get started right into the discussion. First off, it's the free starter pack, which is good because with the now yearly releases of Train Sim World, it's nice that you can upgrade to the new version without having to shell out a bunch of money for for one of the editions. But
hard agree.
Yeah, but for PC players, it's annoying because it means the mods become incompatible, mostly.
I was going to just add in that for console players, it becomes a little bit more frustrating because, unlike Steam, sometimes the entitlements don't automatically carry across, and you do have to not purchase, but click the button so that the store knows you have the thing before it recognizes that you have the thing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's a little bit annoying to have to, if that's going to become a yearly thing, that will be annoying. But I think that will be outweighed by the fact that if there happens to be nothing that piques my interest, I can pick up the free starter pack, which up until Train Sim World, being the first time that was offered. So it's nice to see them carrying it forward in what looks like and every year have the free starter pack. I do like seeing that. Credit where it's due.
And then after the free starter pack, we have the Riviera line Exeter to Plymouth and Paignton. This to me is good, visually stunning route with uninspired rolling stock. Seems to be the name of the game.
Yep. No, it's going to be a very scenic, very enjoyable route to look at and drive on.
For the screenshots they've shown, wow, that is some good scenery.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wish they had have done something. I mean, the 150 is great that we're going to be getting the updated sounds finally.
Yeah. And those are backport onto Cardiff City Network as well.
Which is great, because even if you don't happen to pick up the core route this year, but you do already own the Cardiff City Network, you will be able to benefit from those upgraded sound.
Yeah, I do like Cardiff.
Which is great. It's a good route. It's
a good route.
It's not the longest, but I feel that the commuter style, networker style, crissy-crossy, there's always something to look at. There's always another train.
Yeah, and
I like that.
I think of it as the diesel version of Cathcart Circle, really.
Yes, it's practically a Cathcart, but not in a circle.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit late getting to my station stop here at Vesca Junction.
There will be some layers on the Riviera line. The Class 220 from the Class 220, which is going to be like the main DLC for the route, which will be bundled with the Deluxe Edition. That's pretty good that they've got that, because the 220 has been probably one of the most requested trains in TSW history.
I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the 220. I feel like another tilting train is going to be a fun drive.
Oh yeah.
I do like the fact that it's a diesel multiple unit. I don't know if it has the overhead. I think it's it is a bi-mode, isn't it?
No, it's not. All of the 220, the 221, and the 222 Meridian are all diesel only, I'm afraid.
So that's not really that big of a deal, because you can take a diesel multiple anywhere.
Yeah.
Even if you want to put it on the West Somerset Railway, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. But I'm looking forward to taking that 220 for a spin on the Riviera line.
Yeah.
More so than the 802 or the 150.
Yeah. And then there's also going to be a few other layers as well. The Class 166 Network Turbo from, what is it? Trying to think.
Great Western Express.
Great Western Express, that's the one.
And the Class 43.
The Class 43 HST for Great Western Express, and also the Great Western Railway HST Farewell Pack, livery pack by Grunt Dog Games, is also going to have a layer as well.
Which is doubly double good. So we're going to be able to, in my opinion at least, replace the 802 with a far superior Class 43. And it will be the remastered Class 43 once the remaster releases.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be able to take some really terrifically stickered named power sets.
Oh yeah.
I'm
thinking specifically of Sir Kenneth Grange, the Intercity 125 liveried one, which I've seen in real life in the National Railway Museum. That is a beautiful unit.
Yes, I do like the Intercity Swallow livery. It's really nice. I'm looking forward.
Just to correct you there, it's not Intercity Swallow. That was done later on. It's actually Intercity 125.
My apologies.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Yeah, it's two slightly different areas there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. I really genuinely am. But the intricacies of when these liveries, and even the fact that they are in some cases region specific.
Yeah, that's annoying.
That still catches me out. I am ashamed to say. It is a nice looking HST though, is the point I was trying to make. I know it's an Intercity livery. I just got a little bit mistaken on the pipe.
Yeah.
Coming into Rufford now.
Yep. Coming into Rufford 2. Probably get step 1 brakes going. There is something about the Pacer that it does brake extremely well. Like, you
It
can
does,
always
and
pretty much hit your stop every time.
I have terrible braking habits.
Yeah.
If no one has picked up on that already, but I do like the fact that as long as you don't go too hard into brake 3 too quickly,
Oh,
the
hello.
pacer is
There's a
What
Class
is
47 here.
nice.
You don't see too many light loco runs on
Overspeed, not good.
Oh my goodness, I was going 30 into that 15 zone.
I was doing a touch over 20. Not good.
Yeah.
Who do we have? 47. 47, 436. Nice.
Let me see. 47. 524. Yeah.
Did you happen to catch what the variant was?
It was
I think
the
this one
normal
is
blue version.
Yeah, same. Although I have just noticed that my driver apparently has decided to drive from the rear cab today.
Oh,
Either that
I
or
don't
they're just
have that
driving with the
issue.
tail lights on.
My driver's in the front cab, for some reason.
No, that's an interesting one. I'm sitting, my driver's in the trailing cab with his tail lights on.
Oh dear.
Yep, interesting.
Yeah. Also, the level crossing at Rufford is a really unusual gated, the old-fashioned gated crossing rather than a traditional barrier crossing.
Are those the ones that when you go past they swing open to block the track?
Yes.
Those are so cool.
I think those were originally. I think the asset was originally introduced with Spirit of Steam, if I remember correctly.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's been around.
I think the first time I noticed it, and I hope I'm not mistaken, was on the West Somerset Railway.
I believe actually, you're right. Probably it's the West Somerset. Because
I think
that was the first old-style route that we ever got in TSW. Old-style British route.
That's another thing that Grump Dog Studios have, of course, offered us.
Grump Dog Games.
To go along.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
You said Grump Dog Studios, but yeah, there you go.
Grump Dog Games?
It's Grump Dog Games, not Grump Dog Studios.
It's Grump Dog Games. Okay, who am I thinking of then? I mean, I'm thinking studios, so I'm clearly thinking of another train sim.
Probably
Alan
Simtrack
Thompson,
Studios, maybe? The guys who are doing the Class 104 for Peak Forest and have done the Centro Class 323 for Birmingham Cross City.
Simtrack. Are they not also doing were they doing the 805 in conjunction with All Aboard?
They've done a ton of stuff. They seem to specialize in doing scenarios for the third-party developers these days, like Blackpool branches.
That's what I'm thinking of. Simtrack were responsible for the scenarios in the 805 DLC pack,
right.
Because when we do get to the 805, I have a few things to say about that.
Yeah.
I'm not as pleased as I thought I would be.
Yeah. So next up, it's the good old US of A for the Morristown line, New York to Hoboken, which is actually a pretty decent route concept. You get two methods of New Jersey Transit rolling stock by default, which is the ALP 46 and Bobadilla bi-level coaches from New York to Trenton, and then you get the New Jersey Transit Arrow 3 electric multiple unit, which is like one of the cooler US electric multiple units.
It's definitely going to be an interesting change of pace going from the more modern train to the Arrow 3. I feel like
apparently
it's a really nice looking train.
Like pretty unconventional controls as well. I've never seen the controls of it, but yeah.
I think it was manually lapped brakes, I think Matt said it was, although that's, I don't actually know what that means.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it means difficult to control.
Yeah.
Is that what the Class 101 has?
Similar, let me just say.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really drive the 101 because those gears drive me insane, those manual gears.
The gears aren't that terrible once you get the hang of it. The brakes, the vacuum brakes really were quite bad until we got the West Coast Mainline 101, where they became quite good.
Yeah.
But back to the Arrow 3,
Yeah.
I think the unconventional and the the change of pace from the ALP, I think, is going to be
Yeah.
probably one of the things people. I'm
get the
probably not
root
going to
for it.
drive it a lot,
Yeah.
but I think people are going to probably enjoy that more than the ALP. And the fact that it's included as one of the core trains and not a DLC, that
Yep.
is a nice touch, I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with you. And then also the deluxe DLC is going to be the ALP 45DP, which is like which I assume the DP stands for dual power, but please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. Man, I'm coming into Crosted slow. So yeah, the 45DP, it's electric and diesel, and one of the reasons it's interesting, despite running under electric wires all the way to Hoboken from New York Penn, you still have to change power sources at the second to last stop.
Which, again, is one of those, it's not a normal gameplay thing that you have to worry about.
Yeah, it's
and
just
I feel like
prototypical.
for the players out there who like to try to drive prototypically, it's going to add that extra layer of something to remember as you're coming into that station, that you need to do your power changeover.
Yeah.
And when you spawn into the service, you'll need to also remember, oh, wait a minute, I'm not going to run this all on diesel, I need to do my power changeover.
Yep.
So it's just a few extra, and I do recall Matt saying that the train is very interactive when you're doing the power changeover. It's got alarms, bells, whistles, it's got voices asking you, like, do you want to do this? So
okay, that's good.
Yeah. He said
quite decent.
when you first start the power changeover, you have to press and hold a button, and then it blares an alarm at you to confirm, do you really want to do it? And then you have to press the button again. Like, it's a very interactive process. I like that. Because it makes it more than, like, the 395.
Yeah.
It's just push a few buttons. It's not really interactive, if you get my meaning.
Yeah, precisely. And it adds a satisfaction factor, I think is what you're trying to go for.
Yes. But I'm looking forward to the ALP 45. It's going to be an interesting one. I think I'm crossing my fingers and hoping it layers into some of the other US routes that I do own.
New York to Trenton, for instance.
Or the Boston, what is it? The Boston
Sprinter,
NEC Boston Sprinter. I think that does have an ALP layer.
Okay.
But I'm also looking forward to seeing those routes layering onto the Morristown line when you get to, is it
New York Penn has there's going to be a bunch of Amtrak AI, and hopefully the Long Island Railroad version 2 will also layer
that will be good. That will be good.
To make New York Penn like that'd be basically a complete rail scene in New York Penn, apart from the Amtrak third rail bi-mode diesel electrics.
Finally, I mean, we've got I don't actually know how many German routes that have a quote-unquote complete rail scene. I know we have maybe one UK route that has a station that has all of the trains that it should have.
Island Line 2020 and 2022.
Lol.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was actually going to say, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
I think I was going to say Birmingham Cross City, but then I had to myself, because I don't think it does really, does it?
The New York Penn rail scene should be really, really busy, I hope, with the Morristown line.
It should be great, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and then, there should also be some... If there's any freight on the line, then Sam Patchgrade should layer it in. Should layer in some...
That's actually a good point. I don't think freight was mentioned on any of these routes except for the Riviera line.
Precisely. I think the Riviera line is going to have the Class 66. Because of course...
Of course it will.
It's actually
It's
actually the first British route since TSW2, the first British core route since TSW2, which doesn't include the Class 66 as a base locomotive.
Which is a little bit bittersweet.
Yeah, like the
I like
Class
the shed.
66 is good, but it's being recycled so often.
Well, I was hoping we would get a 68 or a 93 instead of the
Oh
220,
yeah,
but I'm
a Class
certainly glad that
93
we
would
the
have been
two.
awesome. That's what I was hoping
Oh,
for. Yeah.
yeah, it would have been absolutely great.
Battery
But
power,
I
diesel
feel,
power, overhead power.
oh yeah, I feel we should probably move on to the German offering this year
Which
for
is
core, which is
Bahnstrecke
the
Leipzig to Dresden. Yeah.
yeah. This is an
And
interesting one, depending on what side of the fence you're coming
okay,
at it from.
if you've never had a Nahverker the Dresden to Riesa route before, then this is basically like Nahverker Dresden, but better. So yeah.
It's also a little interesting.
Sir.
Now there is a bloke here I need to stop and get a
Yep.
token off, so I'm
Yep.
going to open my window. I remembered him this time, I'm going slow enough.
Yeah.
There is, for someone like myself who doesn't own the Navica Dresden Teresa,
Yeah.
I will get an entitlement with my Leipzig Dresden,
Yeah.
which is good. But for
Yeah.
someone like yourself who already owns,
Yeah. It feels like a kick in the teeth, I'll be brutally honest.
whoops, I didn't mean to open my doors. That is just an instinctive habit that I need to get out of.
Oh. I did the
Oops.
token exchange successfully.
No, I did not.
Oh dear.
And then
Yeah.
for some reason my brain said open doors.
Oh
That's
dear.
not good. Not
Yeah.
good at all.
I've got 3.5 miles to Preston, and 6 minutes to get there. 5.5. But yeah.
I've got 4 miles and what's that, 20? 5 minutes. I can make that.
Yeah. The Pacers
Double check
struggling
that
on this
did-
0.5% slope, though.
Did turn that on.
Yeah.
0.5 is not that great a gradient, but yeah, no, it's definitely having
Yeah.
a bit of a hard time revving
Yeah.
away there.
Which is one reason Pacers didn't last that long in Cornwall, and one reason why the Class 150s have been so successful, because the Pacers were basically only lasted like a few years down in Cornwall because they had flange squeal and they couldn't get up the hills.
I don't mind the flange squeal. I don't mind it at all, but I can imagine they would have had a terribly hard time getting up and down those steep grades on the countryside. What do you? I think you're probably the perfect person to answer this with the German core this year. But what do you make of the Dresden to Leipzig? Because there's my knowledge. Only the deluxe loco this year is new, and it's not technically even new.
Yeah.
And if you already own,
it is technically new.
Okay.
You're thinking of the BR204 that we got with Mein Spessart that Rivet Games made.
Okay.
But the 294 is a member of the same family, but technically a bit different, and it looks different. And yeah, but it is just like a bog standard German diesel shunter, really. Leipzig to Dresden, it's a welcome extension to Nahverker Dresden because the route was previously cut off at Riesa, so you couldn't do the full RE50 regional express to Leipzig. And it's also good because it then hooks up with the rapid transit route of 2017 that was the first German route ever made for the game.
So with route hopping, there's
route hopping
some extra.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't think route hopping was actually mentioned. Just on that note, was actually mentioned for any of the routes this year around, which is interesting.
It said that I seem to remember reading somewhere that it will have route hopping functionality, but that's all the information we got so far.
Nice. That is good to hear because I am hoping to be able to route hop between the Riviera, and I'm hoping they put a route hop in there somewhere because I am kind of hoping that Rivet Games have some kind of modern day timetable update for the West Cornwall now that we have more GWR rolling stock available.
True.
But
and that is already a really good mod as well. Just to say, yeah.
And I think, I mean, I don't really have much to say on the Leipzig to Dresden unless there's something that you
Apart from the
wanted to
fact that
cover it.
non-characteristic guys are just getting absolutely scammed.
You really kind of are, because
Yeah.
in this instance, much like people who got the Southeastern and then had to rebuy the Southeastern high speed, you're kind of paying for something that you should have already had.
Oh, 100%.
And the fact that you had to wait for it to come out as a separate route and then rebuy it, it's a little bit of a sting.
100%. Yeah.
I don't really see myself, if I'm being completely honest, playing it at all.
Yeah.
I already have some German routes that are, and I say German routes because it is a bit difficult for me to remember exactly what they are. They are all kind of merged together into this one blob of DB red, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how to remember what they're called. But I've got a few German routes that I enjoy, and I'll probably bring those forward into...
Didn't I suggest that you get the Niedertalbahn by Trains in Germany?
Did.
So, yeah.
That's the
little rural one,
That's got the little
628,
minty blue coloured DMU.
Yeah. That was the first German route that I really played the heck out of. Yeah.
I think I remember them more by the trains, because I can't remember their numbers. They're like literally soup to me at the minute. I remember the minty green DMU, then there's the S-Bahn train, which probably means absolutely nothing to anyone.
Off of Kinzigtalbahn, right? The Frankfurt to Fulda.
Yes. The one that was, I think it may have been updated in the Frankfurt S-Bahn DLC.
Yeah, it was. It got a new interior.
But I'm a console player, and I'm in protest. I still refuse to buy that route and have the reduced timetable.
I still refuse to buy it as well, despite the fact that Trains in Germany is making a really good-looking VR. What is it? 420? Yeah, 420 for it. Yeah.
Which does look good. It looks really nice.
And it has a ton of different variants as well. It'll have like a Munich to Augsburg layer and a Stuttgart to Heilbronn layer, which we'll get onto in a minute.
This is probably one of the first years I find myself at least saying that the core route content for Train Sim World is a little bit, if not uninspiring, certainly not exciting. And it's the partner DLC that's really where
that's
a
where
lot of the interest. Yeah, that's where the action is. The core stuff is just it's not bad, but it's just not wow.
Yeah.
The partner content, that's where all of the wow is coming from this year, I feel.
They are really pushing the boundaries. So yeah, that's all the core route and like the local DLCs that are included with Deluxe and things like that. So yeah,
I have a GMPTE pacer leaving as I come into Preston.
Nice. Yeah, I've literally had lunch from right over there, viewers, and watched the Northern 323 come in, like, and out. Like,
nice.
Literally, I have stood. You'll be able to see this in the POV mode, but I've literally stood right here in real life and watched the trains come in and out. I've actually got 5 minutes until my train is supposed to leave. That's actually impressive.
I'm 2 minutes late. How did I manage that?
Oh, but the reason we're arriving at the same time is because, my CPU, like, stutters. And so, like...
Oh, no,
yeah.
Okay. No, I just assumed that I had driven terribly, which is also a possibility. Get my doors open and reverse to neutral, so I can get up out of my chair.
I've literally had lunch from right here, which is so crazy when you think about it. It's basically the same view. Like, this whole section here is still here. These stairs are basically the same. It's basically the same as it was in the 80s, apart from, like, some more modern destination displays and Pendolinos parking here instead of Pacers.
Well, this is probably the perfect timing that we come into Preston. One moment, I'm just going to clear my throat.
Yeah. So yeah, we should now talk about the new core features as well.
Yes. I probably the most am looking forward to the temporary speed restriction,
which comes under the random events category. Yeah.
Yes, that is. Sorry, thank you. along with random events is the temporary speed restrictions and then random train faults, which could also be an interesting one.
Which is something that Train Sim
on
Germany actually introduced with their Expert DBBR101 locomotive DLC. That
which
has
is
faults.
if you want to get a little bit tinfoil minded, you could say that Train Sim Germany introduced and tested out the feature to make it perfect, and then the game said, I'll have that.
Yeah.
But it is good to see it introduced outside of an expert locomotive.
Yep, precisely.
You will have the option to turn random faults and random temporary
Events.
speed restrictions on or off, so you
Yeah.
don't have to play with these things.
Which is nice.
But I think, and to be honest, I think once people, if you are inclined to try random faults and random speed restrictions, it'll give you a taste for more.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to lead to more expert level locomotives.
Yeah.
We've got
my drone
with the
camera's
release.
glitching. Yeah, go on.
I forget what its model number is, but there's another expert DB locomotive coming.
It's the BR145 by Train Sim Germany, which we haven't talked about yet.
Shall we segue into that then?
I want to leave that because we still need to talk about the rest of the core features. So yeah, it's platform and train announcements. That sounds pretty good.
It does. It does sound good. I don't know.
We've already had it for years,
as a console player.
Yeah.
Yes, but as a console player, I feel like this could potentially be one of those things that really affects frame rate. Especially if you come into a station that's large and you have 3 different platforms with 12 different sound sources playing an announcement, and it has to kind of calculate
you're right.
It could be, if it's not done right, it could be interesting.
Yeah, that's for sure.
As a feature though, not getting sidetracked, as a feature, I think it's going to make HUDless driving a lot easier and a lot more accessible to more people. That's right. Always a plus.
And also, it is not really a new feature, because train announcements have already been on some routes for a while now. I'm thinking of like Rivet Games' Fife Circle line.
Yep.
Have already had train announcements for a bit now, but yeah, it's still a welcome addition to the core features of the game. Then also we have passenger ambient audio, so like we can hear chattering in the background, which is pretty neat.
That's going to be another interesting one.
Yeah.
I think it's going to add to the immersion of the game, especially because now you're going to hear, rather than like a real sterile, there's a lot of people, but it's just really quiet. It's odd.
Precisely.
Being in somewhere like Preston or Carlisle or Euston, Victoria, any of the really large station termini, and there's so many AI, but there's no, I don't know how to describe it other than just indistinct noise. That kind of blur together sound of hundreds of people just chattering away. Again, as a console player, this could be an interesting one.
Yeah, precisely.
I do like the fact that, as far as I can tell, these will be backported to old routes.
Random events too, those are getting backported as well.
Which is good. I do like to see that for a change. The new features aren't going to be gotten, not in the old game, but the old game's routes will be remembered, which is good. A lot of them are very newly, so it would be a crying shame.
Yeah, it would. And then there's something grouped under additional quality of life improvements, which, okay, fine, but so that's
kind of meaningless.
Yeah, that is meaningless.
Additional quality. It's like they're already doing that. They should already be doing that anyway. We have a 47 going past.
I haven't seen a 47 going past yet. Hang on. Is there one coming up?
66.9 miles from Kirkham and Wesham.
Blackpool North to Euston, nice one, by the way. I did notice.
I was just going to say
funny number reference.
I was going to say, on the subject of performance enhancements, that I have been seeing some improvement on the PlayStation on some routes becoming more stable, but it seems a little bit weird to say that after we've just had two West Coast mainline recordings crash.
Yeah.
So,
well,
yeah, but
yeah.
I still think I stand by my statement that the game overall has been improving. But it's not really a core feature. It should just be a thing that they do because it's their game.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got, okay, now we're going on to the partner stuff, and this is where the action happens. This is
the interesting stuff.
Yeah, first off, we've got a banger straight out of the box. It's Birmingham to Crewe, West Coast Mainline Birmingham to Crewe from All Aboard Studios. Oof, this one looks good. So it's basically going to be set in 2019. We're going to get the class 350 with all three subclasses, the Stroke 1, Stroke 2, and Stroke 3. And instead of just the Stroke 2 that we got with West Coast Mainline South. And we also we'll also have Pendolino layers. We'll have layers at Crewe. It will also get the special 350 235 British Transport Police livery.
It's looking to be an absolute banger, and the fact that it's going to release, hopefully, it's going to release quite soon after launch.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get my hands on this one.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, it's probably West Coast mainline stretch that the Pendolino should have come with, and what should have been last year's core.
Oh, 100%.
But now it kind of makes a little bit more sense now.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm looking forward to seeing the different 350 variants.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure how it works, but my assumption is that the Stroke 1, 2, and 3 will have different stopping patterns. So,
yeah, that would make sense.
That's going to be the interesting thing.
There is a
more
downside,
than anything.
though. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
There is a downside, though. It looks as though the LNW, London North Western Railway license is still nowhere to be seen, I'm afraid. So they will be blank.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yeah,
I saw
that
the word.
is such a shame.
I saw unique liveries, and I thought, yeah, got the LNWR back. Thank goodness. And then, yeah, unfortunately, that does not seem to be the case.
Which is such a shame. But
it
hey,
really
it's
is. Licensing
really
is what it is.
about it.
And on the plus side, we do still get 3 subclass variants. We get the Special British Transport Police variant, which will be operating on a working timetable.
Yeah.
So it will be on genuine that it livery would be on. I love the attention to detail there,
and
all aboard.
The scenery
Great job.
looks stupendous. I'm not gonna lie, like the scenery looks top tier quality.
Okay, at the risk of getting off topic,
Yeah.
I feel like this is what we were going to get with the Manchester Airport commuter.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get lost in the soup.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I feel like it's going to have the same, if not better, quality than MAC, which is already amazing. The Pendolino layers are going to be amazing. I'm hoping to see some 170 or 220 cross-country layer in there.
Yeah,
I don't
really
know
hope
if
so.
that's prototypical, but
Yeah, me neither.
it's Birmingham New Street. They're going to be there. Let us drive them.
Yeah. So it's going to be the first add-on that comes in the first DLC release in the TSW6 era. Let me see. I'm just seeing if there's anything else interesting about it. I'm scrolling through the article. It looks as though we will have modeled signal box interiors, which is always a plus. Not too many developers do that. Yeah, scenery looks absolutely stupendous.
I think this one is going to be a case where not exactly the same as the Riviera, because the route it's going to give us a slightly different 350 variant. But I feel like this one is a case of watch this space. The route as it is already looking to be amazing. The layers are looking to be amazing, but I feel like All Aboard has a train for this route as a DLC down the tracks, pardon the pun.
Yeah, well done. Nice.
But I I can't think of a great deal to say, because to be fair, we don't know a great deal about it. We don't know what the timetable, like the stopping patterns, we don't really know. I am probably already prepared to say it's going to be a day one for me. I cannot wait to take
not gonna
now
lie.
see, everyone's different. I
still
have
think
been
it looks
waiting
good,
for
I don't think I'll get
a
it at
Pendolino
release.
run. And
We'll finally
this
get a
looks,
decent Pendolino run. That will be good.
a decent one, and a proper run.
Yes. Yes, that's precisely what the doctor ordered.
It is.
Next up, we have Liberec to Starapaka, which is the first Czech route, and it is by Vector Simulations, and I probably badly mangled that pronunciation. It's an interesting one. It definitely looks high quality. That's what I'll say from the get-go. It looks very high quality, and
this is,
despite knowing nothing about Czech railways, it'll probably be a day one purchase.
I'll probably, much like you were, I think I probably will. I might not wait for a sale. I might get it at its store price, but I think I'm going to wait to see either some gameplay in like a Dovetail or a developer preview, or an ambassador preview or two. I kind of feel like I need to see a little bit of how the gameplay is going to function.
Precisely.
And if we're being honest, I need to see how difficult the safety systems are going to be to get a grip on, because I don't like running routes without the safeties. It just feels wrong. And
you're right. But I was able to do Swiss safety systems on the Bernina line from the get-go, so... Hey. Oh, there's a Class 47 stopped here at Kirkham and Wesham. Like an express stopper. Nice.
I had a 47 just past me, so I feel like I might be a touch ahead of you. I'm pulling into Kirkham and Wesham now.
I'm coming into Kirkham and Wesham, but I'm seeing that express stopper is actually stopped on my screen, so hey, maybe something happened. I don't know. But yeah, the Czech route does look really, really good. I'll say that much. Like, the developers look as though they've done an absolutely stupendous job. Oh, I'm actually really early. I'm like 3 minutes early. Wow.
What time did I pull in? I got here at 14:49.
I got here at 14:48 and 50 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually, there goes that 47.
This is a fun route to drive. I do like the Blackpool branches. I do like, sorry, I would just say on the Czech route, it does look great. I feel like this could be another situation where we're getting, and I don't like to default to saying just trains when I'm talking about high quality DLC for this particular game.
High quality. That's just a testament to Just Trains' commitment, really.
Well, I think it's going to just become synonymous with high quality, much like Call of Duty is a shooting game or Nintendo is gaming console. When people think high quality, they're going to just think, hello, Class 47. It looks amazing, and I'm excited to see more. I can't say whether I'll get it or not, but the fact that I want to see more is a good start. It doesn't look boring. It's good to see a new country. And it's good to see another third-party developer as well.
Yep, absolutely.
We do need fresh talent in the game, and I feel like there could be more to come from them. Watch this space.
So the route will represent route 030 from Liberec to Starapaka, which is 80 kilometers long, based in 2018. Line speed is up to 100 kilometers an hour. For the passenger stuff, it will be the Class 843 diesel multiple unit, and you will also get the Class 750 Google's, which is its actual nickname for the freight stuff, and it looks as though we get like freight wagons. The Class 843 will have multiple liveries with bulb and LED headlights and real names on some vehicles, multiple technical display pages with fully simulated values, proper radio, LS90 safety systems, and multiple unit driving support.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, there goes another Class 43. 47, what am I saying? Blackpool north to Glasgow. Nice. Then the 750 will reach 4 different liveries, proper radio station, an LS4 safety system, multiple engine driving support, and banking support, which is pretty cool. And also will have a modern engine, a fully modeled and detailed engine room. Yeah, this looks absolutely stupendous. Like, Vector have looked as though they've absolutely knocked it out of the park on their first outing in TSW, much like Just Trains did with Blackpool.
Yes, and I will just say the voice chat did cut out for a moment there, so there is going to be a few moments where I've just paused my playthrough just to make sure that the
I was basically expanding on how good the Czech route looks. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just mean more for your consideration at the end of all of this. There will be just a moment there where it looks like I've kind of lost track of what it is I'm doing. It's not, I've just, the voice chat cut out and I just wanted to make sure it was still connected. But no, I think it's going to be much the same with, like we had with Blackpool branches.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it is in kilometers per hour probably helps, if I'm being a little bit biased. It is the better unit of measurement.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then we'll
Are they sea cow?
Oh, those are sea cow wagons. Those are pretty much always there. Then there's
speeding.
Next up, it's Lisbon to Setúbal from Virtua via 360, which is the first Portuguese route for the game. It's going to be 54 kilometers long and have
another good stretch,
which is going to have the Series 3500 double-decker electric multiple unit, and it will be the first Iberian gauge route in Trains of the World, because the Iberians apparently use a broader gauge than standard gauge.
Okay.
That's
quite interesting.
Yeah, that is. Right off the bat, you've got me interested. Like.
Yeah, I think my interest is peaked. I know it's
The next stop is offside.
It's good again. It's good to see another country introduced into the game with really. I don't know if this sounds, and I hope it doesn't sound bad, but like weird rolling stock is, for lack of a better word, weird rolling stock is cool. I like the trains that look interesting and weird. I know I keep saying that, sorry.
I know.
More than just like your IKEA flat pack kind of bus stop, multiple units. It's nice to see something with a little bit of character.
Oh yeah.
Again, this is going to be a new safety system and a new signaling system to the game for players to learn, which is interesting if you like a challenge.
Yep.
I don't know a great deal about these services or stopping patterns. Have they said anything on those yet?
No, not really. We do know that we're getting a new passenger information screens, but that's about all we know at this point. They haven't really divulged much information, if I'm being honest. One of the proper highlight of the route will be the A2 motorway bridge over the bay over Lisbon Bay. I've looked at it on Google Street View, and you can genuinely see for miles in every direction. It is beautiful.
Ooh.
Yeah, you should.
That does.
Yeah.
I will. Once we finish with our trip to Blackpool, I will jump on the old Google box and have a look, because that does sound quite picturesque, especially if you get the time of day just right.
Yeah. Like golden
maybe
hour.
The dynamic weather. Yes, I'm thinking golden hour, but I'm also thinking with a little bit of drizzle, maybe a storm.
Beautiful. It's the 25D Abril Bridge, Abril. And then Series 3500 unit. We've only got 3 pictures of this route. One of a depot, one of the passenger information screens at one of the stations, and one of the unit itself in an unpainted state.
This could be due to it being still quite early on in development, and that could.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I think it's like, remember when the Tadami line got announced?
Oh yes.
Like,
yes,
it was very
like way
early in
back.
development then. So I'm thinking this is the same sort of situation. I hit the wrong
I
button.
will just say, I do hope then that that doesn't mean that this is going to be announced for Train Sim World 6, but not coming until Train Sim World 7.
I hate to burst
that's
your
going to be
bubble,
my
but I think
only-
that's going to happen.
I mean, it's good if it means that it's going to be at the, owing to being exceptionally high quality, which it looks like it will. We have no reason.
And then it'll get all the TSW7 core features on top of that.
Which, I mean, if they're only going to improve upon what we're getting in TSW6, then that would be absolutely
Fire.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, we've mentioned some of the new core features.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to those random train faults and random temporary speed restrictions.
Yeah, especially with temporary speed restrictions being backported onto older routes. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Like, that's going to be fun. Yeah, and then we've got...
Especially because... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to introduce the next route, but if you have something more to say, go on.
No, I was just going to waffle about how much more difficult a bus stop commuter can become if you've got a random TSR in there for 15.
Yeah. Okay. So next route is NEC New York to Stamford from Dovetail Games. We're getting the Metro North M8, which is another highly requested unit, but other than that, we don't really know anything about it, just the route coverage.
I don't think we've been given any real pictures or details or anything really.
The picture of the M8
just
that
the
they
name
supply,
of the route.
Just the picture of the M8 that they supply is from real life, so no, we don't have any pictures of it yet. Yeah. Next up
I don't.
yeah, it's not particularly
I don't think this
interesting.
is. Yeah.
Yeah,
not
it's
really.
just another route, and they recycle a large chunk of the route from the Harlem line route, unfortunately.
I mean, it will of course have improved graphics.
Yeah.
In consideration to other routes, but I don't think this is interesting to me, at least in any way. I don't mean to sound negative, but I can't find anything to
Yeah.
a little bit meh, sorry.
Yeah. And then next up, it's Stuttgart to Heilbronn from Dovetail Games, which is only the second 2000s era route after Bremen to Oldenburg. So that's already a plus. We don't have so much 2000s era content in this game.
I do have the Bremen to Oldenburg. I believe that's got one of the tap changing BR trains.
Yeah, it does.
On
The
it.
BR110
Yes.
in the DB red livery, of course.
I wasn't a particular fan. I will
if you have the
probably wait.
Expert 101, then you get a dedicated Expert 101 timetable for the route, and then it gets a lot better because it's actually a relatively short run, but it's like one of those short but sweet runs with the 101.
I am a little bit in the position at the moment where, having failed miserably rather, trying to operate that tap changing train.
She's complicated.
Yeah, I just kind of gave up, and I will get back to it, but I have just rotated onto another route for the moment, which is the LIRR extended, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait and see some previews either by Dovetail or by one of the ambassadors just to see how it plays. I don't think this one is interesting to me, at least.
No, not to me either. It's it's just over 50 kilometers long. That's a bit too short, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that
is a bit too short.
Because what would that wouldn't work out to be 50 kilometers is
That's
only
about 30 miles.
Wowzers, on a German route, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's a bit, that's Rheinruhr. I can still think of a shorter German route. Rheinruhr-Osten, which is Hagen to Wuppertal. That's even shorter.
Can I just say, I've just noticed that the bricks have JT stamped into them, where the brick, I know, right, where the brickmaker's logo would normally be stamped.
That's hilarious. Well done.
That is
Fair
so
play.
cool.
Fair play, devs.
Fair play, and awesome job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the it's not really interesting to me.
But it looks as though we will get some good rolling stock for it, to be fair.
I don't think I paid too much. No, I don't know what they are. Is that the Ford? Is it the 420 that layers?
No, it's the BR140 electric locomotive. With the Wittenberger Sturwagen cab car, which is like an older style cab car, which looks very similar to the Mint unit you get on Niddertalbahn, I'll be honest.
Okay.
And then there's also, there is a layer on this route which I do want to talk about, but not till later. On Stuttgart to Heilbronn. So yeah, we'll just skip that. Oh, Tadami line from Union Workshop. Whoo! Damn.
It looks absolutely breathtaking.
This has to be one of the highest quality routes that have ever been put into the game, and I say this as a dedicated player of just Trains and Trains in Germany content.
I think this could be an interesting one because I much like the Zwolle Groningen.
And the
no, much like okay.
Yeah.
I know. I was just going to say, I didn't think I would like it when it was first announced. I thought it was going to be not my cup of tea. Yeah. It looks amazing, and it looks like it might actually end up being a route that I do get, if not day one,
on a sale.
Then at least on a sale. I feel like it's one of those routes that is going to. It's just going to be so hard to. Well, for me, it's going to be hard to drive because it's going to be so hard to not look at all of the sweeping views, the breathtaking. I mean, I keep thinking of the screenshot of that dang cherry blossom tree, and I think there was some little leaves in the wind. It's amazing.
Yeah, this, as a person who's lived in Japan for 11 years, this is quite frankly the route which I think I have been waiting for 2.5 years. This is
nice.
The details are spot on. The balustrades as you're going down the stairs, those are accurate to real life. The car stop signs, the shrine gates, the cherry blossoms, the platforms, the ballast textures, the Kiha 40 diesel multiple unit, I could talk someone's ear off, and I have talked people's ears off about this route.
This is what happens, just to point out, this is what happens when you have a local dev team producing local content with passion, and not just because they've got a route that they need to make to meet a target.
Some of them aren't local, some of them are actually Chinese, but that is more local than Europe, I suppose.
Yes, but I dare say that they're going to have more passion being from the general area of the world than someone from Chatham or someone from
precisely.
Middle Heart, USA. Only someone who understands, you have to understand the culture, or you have to be close enough to the culture to understand it, to be able to do it right. Because
Like one of the collectibles is literally a local craft from that area. Like only a local dev team would know this sort of thing.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's it's the little touches that locals can bring to the route.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been just fallen tree logs and newspaper stands that needed to be placed.
Cough, cough.
Lol.
Rivet.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a good one. Again, it's another country that's coming to Train Sim World, although technically announced in Train Sim World 5.
It was actually Train Sim World 4 that was announced. February 2024. Yeah, that was announced.
But I think this is genuinely going to be a case where it was absolutely worth the wait, and the first offering brought to the game is going to be probably just, in fact, I would say already it's just Train's level of quality.
I'd say it's beyond just Train's quality, if I'm being brutally
You would
honest.
say,
I'd say it's beyond just Train's quality.
That's good.
Yeah.
See, I don't know it well enough in real life to be able to compare, but I'm coming at it from a, like, if I picked up a copy of Train Sim World and then picked up the Tatami line, I would be well and truly happy with zero regrets paying $60 to $70 for that route. It is spectacular.
Yeah. There are a couple of things I want to point out, though. They haven't been able to use authentic Japan Rail branding due to licensing issues, which is unfortunate.
It's not the first. It's unfortunate, but it's not the first time.
Yeah, JR literally sued a mod maker who made a branding patch for use at one of Union Workshop's Japanese routes that re-added the branding.
I did see that in one of the Discords, and I had to laugh a little bit because I know that there are a lot of litigious companies in that part of the world. I'm looking at you, Nintendo.
Yeah.
I don't think it was hurting anybody.
Yeah.
And it's not. I don't know if that's just the way that businesses are with their branding in that part of the world.
Yeah, but.
I'm sure if you are on the PC, it's not going to be too much of an issue, as there will be doubtless some kind of Creators Club livery shortly after the release with all appropriate brandings, as there usually is.
Yeah. There is one other thing that I want to point out, which is that the Kiha 40 diesel multiple unit will have 3 liveries: white with dual-toned green, which is like the Tohoku local colors for that area; National Railways orange, which is like just a generic orange livery; and then Niigata, which is a local prefecture to me. It's just like a 2-hour drive away, and that will be the Niigata colors are like white with blue accenting, and I think it's the best way to put it.
Oh. No, you've piqued my interest, because I have said on multiple occasions blue is my favourite colour. And I do love ScotRail and this Provincial Pacer because they are blue. That could be an interesting livery. I'm going to have to go back to the roadmap article and look at it.
It's already the Train Sim Classic version of the route, so you could just go look it up. Also,
I will do that.
Another thing that will be added is full Japanese language support for the entire game, which is an absolute W.
That is an absolute W.
Which shows that
localization is great.
Putting work into this as well, which is great. Like, the rice fields are spot on. Like, there's one of the bridges where it's like irises nearby, the ticket machines, the cars, the vending machines. Like, wow!
This is a little bit of speculation, but I think localization being added, the amount of work needed to do that means that we are likely going to be getting more Japanese content.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Which is great. I'm sure someone like yourself who is an 11-year Japan resident, TM, will appreciate all of the Japanese content you can get your hands on.
Oh, 100%. I already play the heck out of the Japanese content for Train Sim Classic, and I don't really play Train Sim Classic, so yeah.
Well, see, I can't play Train Sim Classic on the PlayStation 5,
which
unfortunately.
Which is such a shame, really.
It really is.
Because there's some stuff
maybe
which
one day
will never be added to TSW, like maybe the New Zealand or Turkish content. Like,
Well,
that
there's
might never be
probably
added.
even Australian content in there somewhere too.
I have never been able to find Australian content for Train Sim Classic, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame.
That is a shame.
Although I do like seeing the New Zealand content. I mean,
Yeah.
that's basically Australia.
Yeah. Next up, it's the DBBR145 Expert from Train Sim Germany. This is going to be for the Dresden to Leipzig route. And basically, you're going to get a DB and RBH livery for the 145, and you're also going to get the T3000E container wagons as well. It looks pretty decent, I'll give you that, but I probably won't ever get it because it's for Dresden to Leipzig, and I never want to get that route.
I don't think I'll get it because I've got the Expert 101 sat there that I've not done anything with. It's very difficult. We are currently speaking, Maverick and I, on something in regards to that. We just need to figure out when I have the time.
Trademark,
But I don't think I'll get it. It's likely going to be, well, no doubt a high quality DLC. I'm in a weird position in my part of the world where, with exchange rates being what they are, it's likely going to be a very high priced. The Expert locos are about 55. Well, the 101 is the only one we have so far, and it was $55, and it's worth it. But I just don't play it enough for it to be worth it, if that makes sense.
I think I've played enough to be worth it, but that's probably just me.
I guess I don't think it's not worth the $55, and I think the new Expert loco will also be worth whatever price they decide to charge. Its quality will be worth it, its features will be worth it. I just there's other things, and I don't mean to get lost in the sauce, there's other things, in fact there's other Train Sim World 6 DLC and partner DLC that I'd probably buy first before maybe wait
same.
for a sale.
That's what I did with the Expert 101, and I did not regret it. Alright, I've just arrived at Squire's Gate. How are you? Where are you at?
I am just leaving, I believe that was Squire's Gate. It was, and I am 1.2 from Blackpool.
Okay, in this time period, the Mastery Reward is actually a partially built Blackpool Pleasure Beach station, so,
I am probably nowhere close to Mastery on this route, but I've just popped into an external camera because I do love the approach into either of the Blackpool stations.
Next up, Blackpool South. Next up, Crew to Preston from Just Trains.
Yeah, baby, this is what we want. This is
another 1986
what I'm looking forward to the most.
British Railways West Coast Mainline route. You'll get 3 methods of rolling stock, which are the Class 86/4, which is a new variant. We have the 86/2. We'll get a redone and revitalized Class 20 and a Class 47/3, which is also a new variant of the 47 to come to the game.
Alright, where do we start with the Preston to Crew? Because this is...
Day 1 purchase.
Although we have... Absolutely day 1 purchase. I want to get my hands on the Class 20/0, the one with the domino head code box and the high intensity headlamp.
Does look good.
In the image they've showed behind it, the long nose end has
if I may just interrupt you, here's Blackpool Pleasure Beach Station being built. Hey, go on. Sorry, I
was just saying the Class 20s look absolutely gorgeous. I hope they're the same or similar to what's coming in the Cargo Line nuclear pack. But this is going to be a day 1 purchase for me, no doubt.
And hopefully there'll be good layers for Preston to Carlisle and Blackpool branches, like say the Pacer.
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, they're all going to connect up at Preston now, I believe.
Which is great. I love that. I love how it's all like an interconnected system now. That's brilliant.
It is, rather than being some kind of haphazard network of little patchwork network, of routes all over the shop. You can spawn in at Preston and literally choose one of 3 routes to drive on.
Yep.
And because it is just trains and all of the layers are practically just trains,
Yeah.
we know that, well, we don't know, but it's fairly safe to assume that all of the Blackpool branches and current West Coast mainline
Yeah.
rolling stock will layer across, which means, again, this is going to be a case where on launch, it's going to be a fairly complete, busy, and packed route.
Yep. Also, I do have one thing to add to that. And Matt, I just arrived at Blackpool South, by the way. One thing I do want to add to that is, like, yeah, it's a complete interconnected route. Yeah. I still think I will prefer Preston's Carlisle, because for me that's a better stretch of track. It is a more interesting stretch of track, but that's just me personally. I still think this will be an absolutely phenomenal route.
I don't know yet of which I will end up preferring.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get it day one. That is without a doubt happening.
Oh,
it's going to be insanely good quality.
100%.
I don't know which of the West Coast main lines I'm going to end up preferring.
Since we just finished our runs, let's get out and stand on foot at Blackpool South and keep talking about this, because we
I
haven't
was just going
yet.
to say,
yeah,
no, we have not, and I don't think these passengers need to go anywhere. I've got the lock doors instruction, but I'm just going to leave it.
Oh, I hit the lock doors button. Anyway.
Did you? Hang on. That's okay. I'll do that, and then I'll jump back out into the free roam, because that is a thing we can do.
Yeah. Oh, it is here for the next 16 minutes anyway, so that's not too bad. The
10557 noise.
Yeah.
All right. How do I open these doors? There we go.
So, yeah. I
think that was the only offering from Just Trains. The only thing announced, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but does that matter? Because
no. I wasn't trying to make a point.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to make a point.
But they're basically they're the definition of quality over quantity, and I'll take any Just Trains content that I can get. And there wasn't just another Just Trains announcement, but we already knew about it. You've forgotten something. You've forgotten a large, ugly two cars shaped something.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's right. There is the other. There is the Transport for Wales Class 142.
Yeah, in that transitional Riva livery, but we'll get back to that. Next up, it's the Class 805 IET from All Aboard Studios, and this will be for the West Coast Mainline South Euston to Milton Keynes route. I'm not too excited about this. It will finally be a decently done IET in the game.
I was excited, and that was because I originally thought this was going to be, because it's from All Aboard, I thought this was going to be a layer for the Birmingham to crew. But and I was thinking,
that wouldn't exactly be accurate, because the 805 was introduced into passenger service in 2024, and Birmingham to crew set in 2019, unfortunately.
Yeah. I think it's very unfortunate, because I have since learned that it will be on a 2025 working timetable, which means we are now going to have 3 West Coast Mainline South timetables.
Oh my gosh. The normal one, the
intermodal
Skyhook one for the intermodals, and now the All Aboard one. Wow.
But it's also only going to have 27 included services and 5 scenarios. 27 is not a great deal of services in a timetable that has, a good 100 Pendolino runs?
2,000 total services, with over 1,000 being playable according to their material.
Yeah, it's not great, because we know it's going to be priced similarly to the other train DLCs or timetable DLCs.
Which is so unfortunate. They'll probably put the effort in as well.
Yeah, and I think it hasn't been said, but this could also be the fix people were waiting for for the timetable on the West Coast Mainline South, which, as I'm led to believe, is missing quite a few rail tours as well as a few other services.
Like, if we could get
So-
some Caledonian sleepers with the West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle Class 87, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool, but that
But
would
it's not
also mean
prototypical,
we.
of course. Because they
No.
use, like, Class 92s in real life, but we don't have those.
No, and that's what I was just about to say, is it would mean we'd have to get a new freight locomotive or a new diesel loco, which
Precisely.
I don't see happening.
Yep.
But I wanted to be excited for the 805. It's
Yeah.
a new
It's a new toy in
80X
the
series.
toy box, yeah.
It's AWC. Who doesn't love it? We would have the Pendo and now the 805. But yeah,
Yeah. There's actually a
27
pretty
services.
decent 805 that we already have, but it's a mod that uses the 801 model off of Peterborough to Doncaster. So,
Okay.
yeah. But, yeah, that's electric only. That can't be switched between electric and diesel like the real 805.
I think it should also be pointed out, though, this
Yeah.
is going to be a layer for the West Coast Mainline South,
And not for Birmingham to Crewe.
and not for Birmingham to Crewe, but also because it has itself invoked the West Coast Mainline South. I should point out, this will now mean that the West Coast Mainline South will have the 350, 390, 710, 378, 72, 66, 377, and the 805, and it's already kind of pushing the frames when you head into Euston.
I don't know how all aboard are going to find frankly, I don't know how they're going to find a console memory in order to put it on there, because with the mod timetable that adds the 805 and a bunch of other trains, my computer was having a hard time of it. Let's put it that way.
And this is the thing is consoles,
console
it's
memory
already
is the thing you really have to worry about, because
exactly.
I think Matt Pedalston put it this way. I think like computers will just stutter while consoles will crash.
Well, that's it, because computers have more freedom over how they use their memory and can close other things, whereas the console, it's locked away in such that if it runs out of memory, it can't just
it doesn't have any backup, it just blows up.
Yeah, and so everything crashes. And I know I did mention this as we were playing on West Coast Mainline Shap. It was supposed to be. When a console crashes, you also lose your recording, which is a pain in the bottom.
Yeah, which we've already found out twice today, viewers. But yeah,
that's not a Just Trains problem.
No, that's just a console
that's hardware
issue.
And it's unfortunate. But I'm looking forward to perhaps seeing what they've done with this DLC rather than the DLC itself. I'd like to see.
Another thing, we get no pictures of it, so that means it's very
true.
early in development.
That is also true.
We don't announced that they were doing a route. They included a screenshot of Crewe as like a teaser. So we don't
even have not even any rough like AutoCAD or whatever it's called, the Blender. There's not even any like.
We don't even have that, which we got with the Portuguese route.
Yeah, there's literally nothing. So it's probably along the lines of, we want to do it, and they've kind of whiteboarded it and gotten the green light, and we'll probably get this like the 170 at the end of the Train Sim World game's life.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, as we have just pointed out, they do need to figure out how to get all of that rolling stock into, because like, can you imagine Wembley?
Oh, that's gonna be painful.
It is, but anyway.
On people with computers, that's gonna be painful.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it if they can figure out how to get the timetable.
If they can do it, then I say like that is an achievement in itself by figuring out how to manage all that console memory. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, more 805 details. Apparently, it's going to have real-life recordings by Sam TSM, which is good because the Class 801 and 802s use Class 377 Electrostar sounds, and they sound nothing like it in real life. The scenarios are going to be by SimTrack Studios. It's going to have a brand new working timetable, over 2,000 total services, and more than 1,000 drivable. 27 services for the 805, which is quite low, as we pointed out. Yeah. Next up, we have the DBBR 420 from TSG. It's going to be it's going to have a it's going to layer onto Link Rheinstrecke Mainz-to-Koblenz at Mainz Hauptbahnhof. It's also going to have two variants for Stuttgart to Heilbronn. It will also get a timetable for Munich to Augsburg with a proper variant. Yeah, so that's pretty much all we can say about it. It is getting a ton of different variants, like 6 different versions, or something ridiculous like that.
I think maybe someone has, and I hate to keep coming back to Just Trains, I think someone might have picked up a hint or two from Just Trains and all of the varieties they've offered with the 86 and the 87.
Yeah.
It's always good to see different liveries and different variants on trains.
Yeah. I still think the Pacer has like one of the most variants of any train in this game. Like, what is it, 9?
Yes, and also it's worth pointing out that they are not just livery variants, but also gearbox and engine. Yes, so
yeah. Like, I
genuinely,
think one of them is the Leyland engine. I think the one we've got here is the Leyland TL11, and then there's also a Cummins engine, like what you can find in the Class 158 Sprinter.
It's I don't actually know what's in the 93. I'm just trying to see. I've jumped onto the track like a bad railway employee.
It's a ton of different versions. Yeah.
Yes, and it offers a genuinely different experience because the older engines and gearboxes do take longer to change through the gears. So it's good.
Yeah. And then speaking of the Pacer, the Transport for Wales Pacer for the Cardiff City Network route. This is a gameplay pack, but it's a very good gameplay pack, I must say. So this will have so basically in 2016 Arriva was replaced by Transport for Wales, and they were like in this transitional livery where they had the Arriva livery, but the Transport for Wales decals on the time, at the time. So, and there's also internal and external changes, so it's period correct. So, bifold doors rather than fourfold doors like the one we've got here. LED headlights, a sanding unit, bunch of other small details. New design and layout in the interior, GSMR, operational DRA and TPWS, and will have it will feature an additional timetable for Cardiff City Network set in 2019 that will take advantage of other DLCs, including the Rivet Games, West Midlands Railway, and Cross Country Class 170 Turbo Star packs. I assume that would mean we would get Cross Country Class 170s at Cardiff like we've needed.
I think this is probably where my excitement is going to come. I'm not terrifically excited for the for the Pacer itself. I think it will be nice. I don't know why the doors aren't opening. I think I've broken the train. Never mind. I was going to carry on this service back.
It doesn't matter.
But I think the Pacer in itself, it's good for those that like the Pacer. I know there are a fair few people out there that are very excited to see the updated 142. I'm very much looking forward to the timetable. The 2019 timetable is interesting. As well as, yes, those 170 cross-country layers, and potentially maybe even some 220 Voyager layers. I don't know if the 220 runs out to Cardiff.
Yeah.
I don't know where it would run. But I do like the... I guess... it's difficult because it's probably not going to be a day one. I think this is going to be a wait for it to go on sale purchase.
For me, I think it's going to be a day one because I like the Pacer so much. Yeah,
that's
I'm
fair.
all ready to go in my train, by the way. I'm going to continue the service.
I tried, but I can't figure out how to get the doors open. I'm trying to do it as a guard, and it's not letting me open the doors.
Yeah, that is a bit of a bug with the Pacer, I've noticed.
So at least then it's not me.
I'll get it.
No, that's fine. I will. I'll quickly run down to the cab, and I should have actually done that. I'm sure people will forgive me for not
Yeah,
No?
Yeah. Yeah, the
Um,
doors in
no,
guard
it
mode
actually
can be tad
is.
bugged. Yeah.
No, I'm not in control of the service. That's fine. I will, what can I do? I'm going to open up. I'll just take it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Confuzzled.
Yeah. Oh, what? Why can't I move? Why don't I have power? Why don't I have power? Hello? Why don't I have power? Oh, and...
My doors aren't...
My door, it's not saying
Doors
that
won't
I've finished
open.
locking the doors. Oh well, doesn't matter, I'll just delete the train. There we go. Simple fix.
Oh yes, I forgot that we can do that. Yeah, it's not even letting me open the doors to start the service. I think
dear.
it might be broken.
Slightly bugged. So
Oh,
yeah.
well. Delete.
Yeah. So next up we have the Santa Fe gameplay pack from High Iron Simulations for the Cajon Pass route, which is like it's the first High Iron DLC. It's big American freight set in the 90s for Cajon Pass. Not really much to say here, but few new wagons, a couple of reskinned locomotives that we already had, Sherman Hill layers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have paid no attention to this one because honestly, I don't own. I think actually I do own. This is for Cajon Pass, isn't it?
Cajon Pass, yeah. That's the first.
I do own Cajon Pass.
Yeah, if you got TSW3 standard, then you got Cajon Pass.
Yeah, no, I just had to remember for a moment. I did get it with one of the versions of Train Sim World. I realistically don't play it, and I don't see myself getting this one.
Yeah,
even on a sale.
Even though
it looks amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it feels like something they could have done with a livery pack, maybe, or even as a free.
Yeah, like as a free upgrade, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't think it's offering. I don't think it's offering any additional timetable. It's just offering you the deliveries. So it's something they could have done like Just Trains and offered it.
Yeah, but hey, sometimes these things happen, and yeah.
For those that are interested, it does look like a good pack. The liveries do look amazing as well. So there is that. It looks good quality.
Yeah. And second to last thing, HST Farewell Tour and GWR Remaster from Grub Dog Games. So HST Farewell Tour pack, which is a bunch of liveries for the Great Western Express Class 43 HST. I think we've talked about it already. It has some absolutely fabulous liveries that the GWR carried in the later years of her service at GWR. We'll get 43002 Sir Kenneth Grange, 43093 Old Oak Common, 43185 Great Western, which is an Intercity Swallow livery, 43187 and 43188 Welshman, 43188 Welshman, which has the yellow Dragon vinyl rather than the white one, and then we'll get some other Class 43s as a vinyl GWR logo, and then Class 43 power cars with GWR green, which is unbranded. So basically ticking all the boxes, I'd say.
I think it's going to be, well, without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to be a day one purchase.
Oh, 100%.
I don't even care how much they decide to charge for it. I want it.
And it looks superb. Absolutely superb.
Oh my goodness, it looks absolutely amazing. I did see the pictures of 47, 187 and 188. In fact, no, I think it was just 188.
It's the White Dragon vinyl. 43,
yes, we haven't
187,
seen...
I think, is the picture.
187.
I think if I zoom in. Yeah.
I like it. I also like the Old Oak Common 47093, I believe it is, with the trains. It starts with the steam train and it kind of morphs into an HST. It's a really, really nice looking one.
Yeah, like they just basically let the artists that were like, we'll give you a clean slate, you could go absolutely mad. And they delivered. Yeah.
in spades, they kind of hit all of the right notes with,
Oh, yeah.
if you could pick, like, on...
Yeah, they hit all the right notes and in the right order. If you know that reference,
yes.
you know what I'm talking about. It's a reference to the old British comedy skit. Sorry, I'll explain later.
I have, for some reason, decided to spawn a 170 on my platform.
What livery?
Well, I started with a cross-country, and then I added in a ScotRail, because,
Nice. Yeah.
I do love cross-country, I do love
Quite.
delivery, and I just can't wait to see it on that 220. And then
Yeah.
ScotRail, because I just love ScotRail.
ScotRail is pretty cool.
That Saltire livery is really nice.
Yeah. I spawned up a Union Pacific SD70AC freight locomotive because why not?
Well, in that case, let's see what the craziest thing... Because I don't currently have a lot of routes installed. I uninstalled a few to see if I could get Shap to be a bit more behaved.
Yeah, which it wasn't, unfortunately. Class 20...
I think I have...
I think I'll do a Class 20 times 2 light engines. Yeah, I like the Class 20. I'll do that. Hello there.
You are a bold one, Class 20. I'll go the Class 31 stroke 1 then, and we'll do Tees Valley, why not?
Yeah. What was I thinking before we got sidetracked by spotting in random trades?
You were thinking of the, rather we were talking about the the HST Farewell Rail Tour Pack.
Yes.
Which is set to be spectacular.
Yeah.
Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. There's also going to be a Mark 1 HST barrier coach. So people
This is interesting.
So basically what this coach will do is allow you to couple up like other rolling stock to it, like say the Mark 2Fs from Preston to Carlisle. You can do that. Or you have the or the Mark 3s. You can do that as well. And you can also hand place end of train lamps on the 43s, the Mark 3s, and the barrier coaches.
It's also going to give you the option of taking an HST, dropping off the power cars, putting on a barrier wagon, and pulling it as a loco hold.
But like,
if you wanted to run it,
that will be fun. Like being able to do that.
Yeah, because now, mentioning the barrier wagon, we will have the introduction with the GWER. Perhaps it's the it might be the farewell pack. For some reason, they've decided to give us flushing toilets, but we will also have finally...
That was one of the things I actually forgot to mention. Thank you for reminding me.
We will have the working coupling on the power cars as well.
And also we'll have, like, working toilets, which is, like, being somewhat familiar with the flight simulation world, like, that is one of the things which marks an add-on out for greatness. Like, having a working toilet means that the developers have absolutely gone to town on the add-on.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I know.
Working toilets, it's funny, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah, it's not really marks the add-on out for greatness like it does in the flight sim world, that's for sure.
Well, at least it means that the person making the DLC has attention to detail and cares about the little things.
Yeah.
And a good sense of humor, which never goes wrong.
Yeah. So, gameplay for the pack will be on both Great Western Express Remastered and the Riviera line, which, two pretty good routes. I'll just say that. And also, there's one final thing before we finish off for the day. I know this has been one heck of a long episode, viewers, but hey, we've been thrashing things out to a good extent. The Great Western Express Remaster, as mentioned previously, is coming before the end of this year, which is always a good sign. You know, back in February, you probably remember the time the Caltrain Peninsula Corridor add-ons got removed from the Train Sim World store.
Yes, that was unfortunate, but I believe there was some kind of branding issue or licensing expiry.
Yeah, something along those lines. So, but a lot of people have been wondering how how is Peninsula Corridor and the 2 add-ons for it going to get into TSW6? Well, we've had some good news. Peninsula Corridor, the MP36PH, and the MP15DC are all going to get unbranded versions, which will then be in TSW6, and people who already have them, like me, will receive that update for free, which is a happy ending.
Is amazing.
Like,
yes.
That's very good. That's very happy ending stuff.
I know there were a lot of people who were very keen to see what was going to happen to the Caltrain content going forward.
I was actually thinking I was going to have to keep TSW5 installed in order to keep having Peninsula Corridor on my computer.
And as it turns out, that's not the case. And unbranded isn't always the end of the world. There are always liveries available. Or
and
if you don't happen to need, like, if you don't care that your train's unbranded, then of course you can just run it as is.
Yep.
But
I'm actually coming up
amazing
on
to
St.
see
Anne's
them.
on the Sea, so I'll probably stop there and end the video.
I have popped myself into an LMS Jubilee and given myself a path to Ormskirk somewhere. So,
yeah, I actually didn't need a path because the whole Blackpool South branch in this time period and in the modern day is actually unsignaled. So
I didn't know that, so I didn't want to run a SPAD and have my service randomly fail on me.
See you, chump. Yeah.
I am going to stop at the next stop, which is what did you say it was?
If it's the one that looks like an absolute construction site, that's St. Anne's on the Sea.
Do I want to spawn there? Yes, I do. I'm just going to jump there using the teleport feature.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I suppose I'll do the outro now. So, yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you stayed watching until the end, you get a thumbs up from me and a thumbs up from Melbourne because, wow, what an episode this has been. We have absolutely thrashed out every single bit of news that TSW6, the announcement of TSW6 has given us. So I will see you chaps in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to both our channels. Melbourne's channel is linked in the video title, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye.